there's a lot of positive energy around here, and I also need a mentor. So I need a mentor. So will you grant me my request and be my mentor?
You're most welcome, my dear. I hope you have learned something today also.
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot.
And something that you'll also transfer to those who are looking up to you.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Sharon Barang'a, Nairobi.
Well done.
Hello there, welcome to Daughter of Africa. My name is Sharon Barang'a. Karibuni sana, karibuni sana. And yeah, so today's video is directly connected to what I normally do on a daily basis. I am a journalist, and so that is how today's story is connected to my profession. What was I going to say? First of all, thank you so much for the love, the support that you've continued to show me on this journey. I'm really grateful. I'm not taking it for granted. Thank you sana. Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. So today I'm going to talk about the day that I met President Uhuru Kenyatta, being very young reporter in the industry, and you're told that you're going to meet the head of state and yeah, conduct a one-on-one interview. You can imagine how scared that must have been then. So it was during the week when the whole country was, its attention rather was in Nyeri, where there was the coronation of Sister Nyatha. So everyone's attention was there, you know. And on that particular day, I remember it was on a Thursday when one of my editors called me. His name is Muraya Karaoke. I really thank him, by the way. He's played a big role in shaping who I am in this industry. Thank you so much, Muraya, if you're watching this. Anyway, so Muraya calls me. It was on a Thursday, and he tells me, you know what, there's this assignment at State House, and you're going to go there, and this is because you are one of the reporters who have, you've shown your interest in reporting for education and children's stories. And whatever it is that is happening at State House is President Uhuru Kenyatta is mentoring students from all the 47 counties who did well in their national examinations. So I want you to go and cover that story. So I was like, am I going to be the only one? Okay, are there going to be other reporters from different media houses? And Muraya says, nope. You are going to be the only reporter. And by the way, you're not even going with a camera person from here. You're going to use the camera people from State House. So yeah, you can imagine what was going on in my mind. I'm going to be the only reporter, State House, covering this story. So what if, there are this number of questions that come to your mind. What if I miss the story? How are people going to take this story? Like, how am I even going to interview the president? And I was like, I remember on that particular day, we met with McKenna, the one who moved to BBC. She moved to BBC and later she's doing her own things. So we met with her in a washroom, and she was like, Sharon, this is your day, this is your time, go there and like ujionyeshe, like you can do this. So this story was supposed to begin from 7 p.m. So I was dropped at State House by 6. Reaching at the gate, these people already had my name. They knew I was coming. So I walked in. Kafika mali pakukuwa cleared. They took my phones. I was like, how am I going to get the pictures? They're like, you don't worry. We got you. So I say I go inside. So I meet one of the officials who called State House, and I ask him, yes, I know I'm here to cover this story about the president mentoring these pupils from different counties. Is it possible? Can I have a one-on-one interview with him? Then the official was like, we'll see about that. We'll see. You'll see if you're going to be able to cover that story. So from there, I was directed to like a small dining area where all these students were. And then they were all having dinner. So I was there. I had butterflies in my stomach. Okay, I'm really, really sorry about my lighting. My lighting is acting up. I'm using a very old phone, but hopefully we're going to get the right equipment for this. Sorry for that. So, see, I am at the dining area with all these students. I have butterflies in my stomach. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to start this story? How? Like, who's the senior most person I've ever interviewed? No one. And I'm here and I'm supposed to interview President Uhuru Kenyatta. Oh my God. So it was really a huge, big surprise and shock for me. You wake up in the morning not knowing how your day will end.
This reward scheme is the first of its kind in the country. Maybe can you tell us what implored you to begin such a program?
I think first and primarily is the issue of trying to demystify leadership in this country and trying to get every child in every corner of Kenya to understand that they have potential within them, regardless of their background, regardless of whatever circumstance they find themselves in. But so long as they're willing to take up the challenge, so long as they're willing to work hard, they can achieve any position.
So mimi niko pale, everyone is, enjoying their dinner. I'm not enjoying my dinner, obviously, because I'm just a nervous wreck. And then guess what? The president walks in, dressed casually, with I think two people, and they start walking from table to table, just having a chit chat with the pupils. How was your day? What did you do? Whatever. And I was like, how am I going to start this? I was like, I wish there was another reporter here, or I had, a colleague in the industry who I know, someone we can exchange notes with. But yeah, I was alone. So Itumbi then calls me, Dennis Itumbi. He was like, Sharon, come. I want to introduce you to someone. So see, I go to where Itumbi is. So Itumbi holds my hand and walks me directly to where President Uhuru is. And do you know the first reaction when President Uhuru saw me, what he did? He was like, wewe umepotelea wapi? Umepotelea mbali sana. I wish you ukujange kunitembelea nini. I was like, hey, is he confusing me with someone? But I noticed, I came to later find out that was one of his ways to just make me calm down. Just just calm down. So I really thank him for that, because it really enabled me now to do the interview. So I went, we talked kidogo, then I later informed him, I'd like to do a one-on-one interview with you if you don't mind, after you're done interacting with the pupils. And he was like, it's okay, there's no problem. Yeah, after I'm done with the pupils, we can do the interview. So later, after the pupils are done with their dinner, we moved to another small room now, where he was now having a one-on-one with these pupils. And it was getting late. It was now almost midnight. It was like 20 minutes to midnight. Then one of the bodyguards comes and tells me, you cannot do that interview that you wanted to do because it's late. And after here, Mzee has to go and rest. Oh, Aki, my heart just sank. I was like, oh my God. Nanya ukiangalia saa, it's late. And this is the head of state. And the bodyguard is rightly telling you, Mzee has to go and rest. So your interview, haiwezekani, like haiwezi make. So it's like telling you, stop being too ambitious. And I was like, oh, it's okay. Now what can I do? So fast forward, President Uhuru is done with the mentorship session that he was having with the pupils, and the bodyguards were ready to come usher him outside to go and have his rest. Guess what? Uhuru turned and he was like, there's a girl I promised an interview. He was like, there is a girl I promised an interview. I cannot go sleep before I talk to that girl. Sema Mungu come through. So all the bodyguards were ordered out. Like they were out. Walikuwa natuchungulia na madirisha. They were ordered to be outside, and in the room it was only the students, President Uhuru, and yours truly. And that's where I began the interview. Kama ninashia kuko ndani, I was like, but I'm going to pull through. I'm going to pull through. Like he's really, what can I say? He's a father. Let me just say he's a father. He noticed like I was new in the game, and he made it easy for me to be able to be comfortable around him. And I know this is not the case with a lot of people. A lot of people want to stamp the authority, intimidate people who are their juniors, but with President Uhuru it was very, very different. In fact, from that interview, it really helped me. In what way? Let me see. Like ilini boost, like my confidence levels, like really grow. I was like, if I could interview President Uhuru, then I can interview anyone. Like niliacha kuogopa ile, like that fear you have when you approach some senior people. Niliacha kukuwa na hiyo kitu sasa, cause like if President Uhuru was very accommodative, he will stop and listen and respond to whatever questions that I was asking. I was like, man, this is so great. And this is just an encouragement to anyone who's in a senior position. If you're watching this, just try to be accommodative to your juniors. Try to be accommodative, friendly to your juniors. So that was it. That's how I met President Uhuru. That's how I got to do the interview out of the blues. And yeah, I even had the confidence to ask him to be my mentor. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a session with him. One of the questions that I asked him, and some people kept referring to that question, saying it was one of their favorite questions, was when I asked this.
Of the program is to instill the spirit of patriotism to the younger generation. We have youth out there who've been lured to join terror groups. Maybe as a father, what do you have to tell them?
You cannot have a society that hopes to achieve greatness that excludes others. We have a constitution that allows you freedom of religion, freedom of worship, freedom to be the best that you can, to excel. Why do you want to kill that? Huh? By some myopic ideology that tells you to exclude others.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to see you next time on Daughter of Africa. And yeah, for those who are yet to join the family of Daughter of Africa, you're welcome. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Do what again? Yeah, any love that you can show to the channel is welcomed. Thank you. From yours truly, I'm Sharon Barang'a. Have a fantastic week ahead. Mwah.
Mr. President, some years down the line, I'm going to occupy this residence.
The pioneers of the PUS program comprise of 25 boys and 23 girls.
There's a lot of positive energy around here, and I also need a mentor. So I need a mentor. So will you grant me my request and be my mentor?
You're most welcome, my dear. I hope you have learned something today also.
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot.
And something that you will also transfer to those who are looking up to you.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Sharon Barang'a, Nairobi.
Well done.
After the long day educational trip, the students will converge at State House, Nairobi, which has been their home.